feel like when I was beefing with other people, we weren't beefing, so I feel like our fighting should have never happened in the first place.
Did you take a step?
I did. From the couch.
Yes, we never had beef, and we should never fought. But we fought because it was like we had to. Like, because of the situation before the situation.
You're saying we had to because
My nail!
okay, that don't matter right now. You saying we had to because I fought AZ?
No. I'm saying we had to because I jumped you. Of course, you're going to want to fight me. That's why. Oh! I'm skipping the whole part. Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the first part.
The jump.
Yeah, not the show.
Okay, so with the jumping thing, y'all fought. I took a step. Okay, so with the jumping thing, y'all fought, but okay, y'all fought twice. The first time y'all fought, her hand was fucked up. The difference between me and AZ and me and you, I was closer with AZ more, so I feel like that was my friend, like my real friend, like real friend. So the second time y'all fought, y'all wasn't supposed to fight and her hand was fucked up. So when you ran up on her, we both said she didn't have it. So me personally, I'm just not the friend that's gonna sit there and watch my friend get beat up. Even if you was AZ and she came and jumped you, wait. Even if she tried to come and jump you, I would have jumped her. Does that make sense?
Okay. I feel like if y'all are playing bumper cars, I'm not gonna want to talk to y'all when y'all first get there. So that's why I wanted to fight AZ, because if I'm driving away and y'all were chasing my car, I'm not gonna want to be like, oh, I'm not gonna fight you. You shouldn't have been in the car, in my opinion. And then it was like that had happened, and then y'all was like, oh, AZ, like you was telling AZ like fight her, because my friend was there, and then she was like, okay, well y'all here now, so fight. And then he was like, AZ fight her, and then she was like, no, Kita, you fight her. And it was like, why are y'all debating on who to fight? Like, just fight. That's why I ran up. I feel like her saying I snuck her, it wasn't snuck because she was looking me dead in my face, but she like, I don't know where the snucking part came from, because it was just like y'all were debating on who to fight, and it was just like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna fight one of y'all. So I ran up on her, and I didn't believe the handshake because it was just like, you know. So yeah.
Okay, so with the bumper cars, we wasn't in the car. It was two cars. Nadia, who was bumping you, she was bumping you. We was in a totally different car. We didn't bump you. That's one. What else you say? Sorry.
I said about the sneaking thing. I didn't sneak.
You did. She was trying to run attention. No, she was looking at me. You said we was going back and forth on who fight who. She wasn't looking at you. She was looking at me. That's why she was right here. Zay was right here. Zay seen you, and then he heard me did this. Like, it was a snuck. She wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Past that, I feel like after, well, before the jumping thing, when we was at the apartment, I feel like, well, we all already talked about, I feel like if you're little and you're talking shit, like, be able to back it up and fight, regardless on whose size. Because I'm not no fat bitch. I don't weigh 200 pounds, but a little bitch can work a big bitch regardless. You know what I mean? So I feel like the size thing, the weight class thing never really matters to me, because if you pop it like you're big, I feel like you can fight like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, so you're talking about Nadia. So the thing about that, I said the weight class too, but I also told you I don't think y'all beef should have went that far. What y'all was arguing over was dumb stuff, and I told you that. Like, it wasn't, if y'all was real friends, it should never went like that. That's where I came from with it.
Okay. So with the compact house situation, right? Was you there when they was talking about me before I got there? So before I got there, the reason why I had a problem is because it was like fake narratives, like I'll be fucking with people niggas. Like, I never fucked with AZ nigga at the time. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just little shit, but either way, I didn't go live about it. She was. I don't know if he was with her when she went live, but I stayed in Dallas and all of the rest of the house went to Houston or whatever. I forgot what, but either way, I didn't even take it to the media first. So I felt like if anybody should have been getting checked about that, it should have been her, because I'm not the type to go to the media by my friends if it's a fallout. Because I looked at her like a real friend, you feel me? So it's just like, I'm not gonna go to the media and talk shit about her. But once the internet started seeing how weird they was being on the show, it's like she felt, I don't know if she felt guilty or something to have to go to the internet and talk about me, but it was just lies of her, like, oh, just wait till this drop, just wait till this drop. This is before the, I don't give a fuck. This is before the threesome shit came out. So it's just like, you're not gonna have no stuff over my head, and like, when I'm not even saying shit on the media, you know? So that's really where it stemmed from, because it was like, I didn't take nothing to the media, but it was just like, I don't know if she felt hit about it and took it there, or that's the reason, I don't know. But if that's your argument, it's just like, she should have been talked to on some shit to diffuse it, because she kept saying shit, and it was just like, what do you want me to do?
Okay. That's not my argument. I was not there when they was talking. The show dropped when they was talking about it. Kita wasn't over there. What you and Nadia beef was, that had nothing to do with me. My part came in with AC. It was not stemmed from Nadia. I didn't say nothing to you when y'all was going back and forth. Never had no words with you, nothing. My stuff stemmed from AC, not Nadia.
Okay, so do you feel like with everything, okay, without you being in the situation and you seeing like what your friends were doing and what I was doing, like some things that I did do, I can say was wrong, because I did lay a lot of shit out on the floor, which could have been kept, but I felt like y'all wasn't trying to look at my side, or you two really wasn't trying to look at my side on like how I felt with shit, because I'm not gonna lie, like everybody was standing up on me, everybody was on Kayla, like it was like, oh, Kayla's lying about this when Kayla's being honest, you know what I mean? So it's just like, damn, or like even like with the jumping shit, like I wasn't as close to you as AZ, but I still looked at you, like I was still cool with you. Like once I got jumped the first time, it was just like, you know, you was on my side with me because they let that shit happen. You know, you remember the summer when you wasn't here in Chicago and they let you remember?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I know, but you was mad about it once you found out in the group chat.
I told you if I was there, then I would.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, I felt like y'all wasn't trying to understand my part, and yeah, I kind of expected more from you. Like I never really expected you to even get into it for real, just because I never had no problem with you. I actually loved you, like I was cool with you.
Okay. So the same thing. That's how I felt. We didn't have no problem, but when you called AZ out, y'all was closer than me. You know, y'all was closer as friends, you and her, than me and you. So I was confused on why did you call her out when y'all was friends? In a way, because y'all was closer than me and you. Okay.
I don't really have much to say after this, but I called her out because on season one, well, you be judging, so you know how it is. Like if they don't like somebody for real, and in this audience, I was kind of going harder for them when they didn't really fuck with me that much. You know, I would kind of be secluded out, X out of situations and shit like that. But I called her out because I knew she didn't really fuck with me, if that makes sense. Like she said, she looked at me like a little sister, but when the cameras came on, Compact House 1, you tried to make it seem like I was fucking with Kev. And you tried to cover with a prank, because she did a prank on me, like I'd be fucking with Kev and shit like that. But in the confessionals and shit, they was talking about how I was fucking with Kev. That's weird. If you look at me like a sister, you don't do that. So it's just like, that was weird. It was that on top of that. And then I wasn't gonna fight P because it was like, she introduced us, and we already talked like downstairs, so well, outside of Nadia's crib. And she already explained to me like she didn't have no problem with me. So why would I fight her now that, you know, a few hours later? But that's all I really got to say.
Okay, so with the even coming out there, none of us came out there to fight. Like I feel like with you and AZ, which y'all had going on, y'all could have talked, not have to fight. But y'all fought because we came out there, and the only reason we came out there is because he was supposed to fight. We was never supposed to fight. It was supposed to be a one-on-one. You and AZ was never supposed to fight until you called her out. We wasn't out there to fight. We were just out there to make sure nobody gets jumped. That's all.
Well,
Hug. Cute.